Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK on day 169 of our last ever restart. If you don't know me, I found carnivore in 2014. I'm now 10 years into a scenic bumpy journey that in 169 days ago became a lot more serious, and I'm never going back to a mixed diet, never going back to being bumpy, scenic or getting left behind. I'm back at work now. You're gonna hear some bumps of rain on the roof, which is, you're just gonna have to listen to my voice over the top of that. Sorry for the noise distraction. This video, and thank you for those that tuned into my birthday party live on YouTube last night. We had so much fun. It's probably not worth watching because there was a slight delay in the beginning because I had a crash, and then the quality of the sound wasn't amazing, but we worked through it and we had a great time. But during that live I did talk about an epiphany that I had yesterday, and that's the last time I'm going to use that word because I realized in the live last night I used that word about 25 times. But what is interesting is today is supposed to be a celebration of epiphany, right? That's the last time I'm going to say it. January the 6th is supposed to be that time, so maybe it's the right day to have one of those things and to talk about it. And what was it, you may ask? What was it that I thought? I was on my laptop preparing for my live last night, and I was actually, as it turns out, the work I put in really wasn't worth it because it still went wrong. But never mind, we'll gloss over that. But while I was on YouTube, a few channels got recommended, and I'm not going to say what channels they were and who were the channels and the people, but one of the channels I ended up watching one of the videos, not going to say who it was, but this person was talking about how they needed to get back on plan, stay on plan. And for me, the word plan is quite triggering because being an ex-slimming consultant, an ex-dieter, an ex-person that was just trying to stick to a diet weight loss plan, the word plan became something, well, it became synonymous with dieting in general, and that it's suggesting that it's something you're going to start, something you're going to stop, and then it becomes something that's perhaps something you're doing that's not sustainable, and so you're just clinging on to whatever you can just to stay on plan. And I was looking at that thinking, now obviously I'm only just over 5 months in, so I am no kind of expert in this field, but one of the thoughts was, I think this person that's talking about getting on plan and being on plan needs to start perhaps thinking of themselves as just, I am a carnivore now. I am a carnivore. I realise it took me 9.5 years to get there. I do get that. As soon as I say that in my voice, I realise it took me 9.5 years of messing around with carnivore before I was that person who was able to make that declaration, I am a carnivore. So, but when I say that, I'm not putting anyone down, but I do feel like saying things like, I am a carnivore, I need to eat meat for my health, this is for good now because I want my health to be amazing. Saying things like that just feel more powerful than saying, I need to get on plan, I haven't been on plan, I took a step off the plan. I saw one channel over the weekend who said that they've only just managed to get to 26 days straight after trying for ages. And I thought, wow, that makes my 169 days look quite long. But he said he was having a deliberate cheat meal once a week. I'm not going to say who this was. Not naming any names. It's a very small channel, so it's unlikely you've heard of this person. I'm not going to, berate these people. But this person actually did start carnivore with the absolute intention of having a cheat meal once a week, which I just thought, this person may as well just kind of do any other diet, really. If you're, when you do carnivore, you're doing it for health reasons, you're doing it for longevity and to be really well and vibrant, to get fat adapted and leave the old world behind. But if you're someone that's doing carnivore with a deliberate cheat day, you may as well just not even bother doing carnivore, in my opinion. That sounds negative, doesn't it? But I'm sorry. Anyway, all these things were leading up to my thinking, do you know what? In 2025, I am officially, this is And I'm going to remind myself of this every morning. Moving forwards, my positive talk in the morning is going to be, don't worry about the weight. Do not worry about the pounds. You are carnivore now. What the pounds are doesn't matter. But this whole kind of, I'm going to do a sneeze. Oh, no. Oh, I was going to stop it then. But then Daphne Reloaded said that next time I want to let out a massive sneeze, just do it on camera. It's gone. It's gone. But this whole plan thing, it led me to these feelings of thinking, maybe I was meant to not lose the weight so that I would be forced to see it as a forever thing. That was my thought yesterday. Maybe because if I was someone that dropped zillions of pounds overnight, I would probably see it as a diet plan. But because I haven't done that, I'm not allowed to think of it as some kind of diet plan, because I don't get those kind of results. As an ex-slimming consultant, I can tell you that when I used to run my groups, if somebody had come to my group and not lost any weight for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, they would have quit, because they were only there for the weight loss. With carnivore, we're not just here for the weight loss. Some people are, and some people get it. And some people quit when they don't get it. But we are here for the health, because we've seen people aging in reverse, healing things you're not supposed to heal from. And all of a sudden, and then the older you get, the more it becomes more about the health and less about the weight. I was 49 yesterday. I'm going to be 50 in 364 days. And for me, panicking about health and having something wrong with me has become the thing. The main thing. And I'm now thinking it might actually be a benefit to me that I didn't lose the weight, because I had to then think about it in all the other ways. Does that make some kind of sense? I kind of know what I'm saying. Hopefully I'm getting it across. If I had lost all the weight and got very skinny, I may not even have noticed any of the health benefits. It would be like, look at this channel, look at this skinny one. But because I'm not the skinny one, I then have to look how I lost my 15 skin tags. Look how I lost my plantar fasciitis. Look how I reversed my pre-diabetes. Look how I sorted out my gastritis and IBS symptoms and psoriasis, and my mood improved, and there was no more hunger and cravings and panicking about food and dreaming about food all day long. And any of the other health benefits that I had that I can't even think of at the moment. A mole falling off my back. Just vibrancy. It would appear not going grey either. That could be genetic, or it could be the food. But I'm going to go with the food because it's something to add to my list. I think what I'm trying to say is I could leave the light off now, actually, because the sun has now started to come up. But yeah, this moment yesterday, I think it was a great time to have it, because I'm going back into work for 2 months and the weather's going to be tragic. And what's going to happen is I'm going to start moaning about my food routine and saying, well, if I didn't have this stupid job, I might be able to lose my stupid weight. But if I can truly and honestly get the weight out of the equation and not even worry about it. Actually, yesterday afternoon, you'll be amused by this. For those of you that follow me regularly and have got this far, 8 minutes 58 into the video, I need to change my language in every way. While I was leading up to 5 months, I was mostly talking about motivating myself to get to the 5 months. Now that I've got past that and really just cannot envisage going back, I now need to do new kind of positive self-talk. Positive self-talk that says, you're enough. What's happened to you is amazing. And then last night I was wearing a sequin jacket to my online birthday party. I always wear that when I want to feel good. I should just wear it more frequently, because I looked in the mirror and went, wow, you look hot in that jacket. And that's the kind of thing I need to be saying. Even if it is just silly mental talk, I need to have those thoughts. I need to celebrate who I am, where I am in my journey. And the negative talk needs to absolutely stop. Needs to stop immediately. We're on the 6th of January in 2025, and I am not going to talk negatively now. I am going to do interviews, more lives, more shorts. I'm going to do more humorous reports on what's happening in the mainstream media today. I'm going to do entire videos focusing on one of my health improvements and talking about that. I need to make sure that for the next couple of months minimum, I am not whinging and groaning about the fact. So let's just say it for one last time. And I'm not going to talk about this for the next 2 months. And every time I start my videos, I'm going to say, don't talk about the weight. Talk about how amazing life is, how amazing you feel. Because you've already devoted enough years to whinging about the weight. That's done now. I cannot moan about that anymore. My body's going to do what my body's going to do. I've already declared I'm not doing any tweaking. I know I said I might do some in May or March, but I think that's incredibly unlikely now. Because if I'm not worried about the weight, I don't need to do tweaking. Right? This is surging forward. I want to see how long it takes for somebody like me to start losing weight, doing it the normal way with no tweaking. And if that takes 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, so be it. And you can hold me to that. This is my New Year's resolution. Positive talk, talking about health. It may get dropped into conversation if somebody asks me, because new people will be joining this channel all the time, and there will be people that just don't realise that my total weight loss for 169 days was 16.5 pounds. 2 inches off each thigh and 1 inch off the waist, and that was it. But I can't keep letting it get to me, because I've spent since the age of 19 wishing I was smaller. That's a long time. We're now talking 30 years, right? 30 years of wishing I was smaller. That's a long time. And I don't want to do another year of that. So, my 30 years of always being envious of the smaller person needs to stop. I need to surge forward with my head held high. And if I need to start wearing more vibrant colours now and more sequins now, and looking at myself in the mirror and saying, Sarah, you look good today, that's what's going to happen. So this was kind of my, I'm going to say it again now. This was my epiphany yesterday. Maybe I was meant to not lose the weight for some reason. Maybe it was just to fix a load of healing. Maybe it was to help a lot of other people. On my live last night, I did have somebody come onto my channel and say, I didn't lose much weight, and if it hadn't been for your channel, I would have quit by now. So that person's now going to see a whole load more healing because of my channel. They would have come back to carnivore and quite possibly not lost weight again on the next time. And then ended up in the same cycle I was in for 9.5 years, where I was worried too much about the weight. If I hadn't, this is the really, let's not be negative about this, but let's just say, I think it's fair to say, if I hadn't been so worried about the weight, but it could have gone either way though, couldn't it? Especially nearer the beginning when I didn't have that many health problems. If I'd stopped worrying about the weight, I could have just stopped altogether. Or another alternative ending to that story would have been I just kept going regardless of the weight and then lost the weight anyway. Who knows how it would have gone if I'd have changed my mind. But it doesn't matter. I'm still breathing. I think it's Jocko that says, if you're still breathing, it's not too late to do something, right? And it looks like I'm still breathing today. The car's all steamed up. So that's because I'm in here. Steamy windows, Tina. Rest in peace, gorgeous legend. Hopefully that kind of made sense. I think I'm really glad I saw that video yesterday that was talking about on plan, off plan, because it got me thinking about my journey, thinking about where I'm going with mine, because it might be that I don't start losing weight until I'm 55, 60. That could happen, and I need to be okay with that. I can't spend the next 5, 10 years miserable about that. And so I think it's given me that that kick I needed to say, done with that. And now that I've sat here and had another realization that it was actually 30 years that I wished I was smaller, from the age of 19 to 49, wishing you were smaller, it's got to stop, right? Because I may never be smaller, and I need to be okay with that. What I probably need to do is go out and buy some very colourful, very sequiny, very ridiculous clothes and wear them right now and not worry about getting smaller first. Because I was talking about my wardrobe, wasn't I? A little while back, I was talking about it. Gosh, it's gone on for quite a long time, actually, this video. Just one thing leads to another. But I was talking about how there's a lot of black clothes in my wardrobe. We've got the black coat. We've got the black jumper underneath, right? We've got the black joggers on. You know what I mean? Black shoes, black socks. I realised my sequin jacket was black, but that's different because that was sparkly. And as soon as I put that on and looked in the mirror, I thought, I'm not trying hard enough. I could look sexy right now. I've met plenty of women in my past who are carrying weight but look fantastic because they don't care what they look like and they just go for it, and they do look amazing. So I am holding myself back. So any future items of clothing I buy will not be black. I'll probably be finding myself on Vinted later, looking for something that isn't black to buy. I need to be careful with that though, because I have cut my hours down at work, and I did say that in the new year I was going to buy less clothes, but I think I could probably treat myself to a red jumper with sequins on, and then we'll leave it at that. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. It's only the people that really care about my journey that have got this far. And those are the people that would have tuned in last night. Thank you so much for making my birthday so much fun. When I watched it back this morning, though, I did realise that the quality... I think I should have kept my bedroom door open because the Wi-Fi connection was obviously not brilliant. So I needed to try another video in my bedroom, but try it a different way. I also realised when I watched it back, you could hear my son screaming through the wall. I couldn't hear that happening because I had my earphones in, so... It was a crazy time. And we had Alex Cannon from Carnivore for Life turn up. We had Linda Carnivore turn up. Claire from her new channel saw your video last night. Going to watch more of that. You're going to help so many people, lady. You're gonna change people's lives. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to pop your video into the description of this later. If I don't do it, tell me off and I'll add it. But yeah, that was a great video you started off with. You did a really good job of looking at the camera though. Really good job. I'd love to see you go off on a rant. Love that. My favourite videos are the ones people ranting. Yep, and I've remembered my present for today's event. Thank you very much to the Hippo Carnivore in Bikini. That's what you call yourself, isn't it? I remembered my gift. As it is I'm going to use the word again. I said I wasn't going to keep saying it, but because it is an Epiphany event today, we've been asked to bring in gifts. Thank you for the reminder last night to bring in a gift. All the Christmas chocolate's been evicted from my house now. On New Year's Day, I moved it from under the tree into a cupboard, and now anything that I don't think is going to get eaten has just been thrown away. So Christmas is officially finished in my house. How I managed to get through it still carnivore, I really don't know. It really wasn't that much fun, but I did it, and I am so happy now because I've now got that glory. And with my newfound positivity that I'm going to spread through this channel. It's amazing, you change your name of a channel and then a couple of months later you get these other ideas. I've come up with natural carnivore, and now I've got positive carnivore. But healthy carnivore will do, because I do feel very healthy. I have reversed things. I've lost my skin tags. I think my future looks pretty reasonable health-wise. So 49, no medications, all my body parts intact. Let's celebrate that. And that is my main why. And if it's going to be my main why, it needs to be my main why, right? So I think this video is now long enough. I've now got to go in, get myself settled into my inset day. No children today, thankfully, because it's pouring with rain. And so the last thing I really want to be doing today is standing in the rain, watching children throw themselves in puddles and then have to change them constantly. They are cute, but a wet, soggy child in the freezing cold is about as much fun as it sounds. Yeah, I'm going to go in now, go and get a warm drink. And go and settle down and find a spot in the hall for the it's going to be interesting at lunchtime. Let's say one last thing. I'll let you know how this goes tomorrow. I'm actually going home for lunch today, but I'm wondering if somebody approaches me. I don't think this is going to happen, but the lunch today for the inset day has been arranged to be jacket potatoes and salad, and we were asked to go onto some online form and fill in our requests of what kind of jacket potato and salad arrangement we wanted. And it said, do you want a jacket potato? So I clicked no. And then it said any dietary requirements, and I said yes, I am a carnivore, and then just clicked send on the form. I think there's now somebody in the canteen at work scratching their head going, did you see someone's clicked they're a carnivore? What the hell are we supposed to do with them? I'm not expecting them to prepare me anything, and I'm kind of hoping they haven't, because it will be cooked in seed oil. So I'm just hoping that they just scratch their head, decide to ignore my request, and then I go home and have a steak, because I've got an hour lunch today and I've got time to do that. So that's what's happening today. I will catch up with you tomorrow with whether anything happened about that, and I will see you. And keep positive, keep fighting, keep being carnivore, and keep being carnivore just for carnivore's sake, because our bodies are loving us on the inside, even when we don't realize it. Thank you so much for listening. If you do have any sun, go and get it. If you've got any meat, go and eat it. If you've got any water, go and drink it. And just thrive. And Carnivore Odyssey says, keep your peace. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye.